Just like that, we're alive. Well, we should be, presumably, considering if OBS is working. The microphone thing is flashing, which is always a good sign, but then my microphone has proceeded to full
Just like
immediately.
that, we're alive.
Okay,
Well, we should be.
okay, I can hear myself. Great. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Yes. Words. Affirmations of English. Just give me a sec, chat, as we get into the stream and you hear my keyboard for the 50th time. You can turn off essential. That is true. But I'm not going to do that right now, as that would require loading Silvae again, which always lags the stream. Unless I can do it here. Okay, I can. Very nice. But yes, today we will be doing something of some worth to someone. The worth may not be me or you, but someone will find it valuable. As you can see, we have this big fuck off map here, which tells us many things about my mental problems, because look at all the unfinished shit. Which is why I'm not a comfort streamer. I'm a mildly discomfort one. Here we have our lovely project list, which is not all of them. Yeah. My favorite is teach Dasha to have some class. Um, Still working on that one. But yes, yes, stream, words, bing bong. So I have put a little poll in the chat, and today we'll either be working on this hole here, which is a lake that'll go to bedrock, not the addition. I hope not. That would be concerning. Or these unfinished cliffs from episode 3. Yes, but hello, Silly. Hello, Dasha. Welcome. There's still a fair chunk of these cliffs to do. And of these sheep to kill. Or finally, and quite valuably, va, okay, Jen can't say that word. Never mind. There are mountains over here. Not that you can see them, because for some reason my render distance is what, 23? Oh. There we go. You're a cliff supporter. Or there's the mountains, which are a very big project. All these, actually, none of these projects are fucking tiny, Jardons. It would be good to nail either the cliff, though, or one of these, just to get them out of the way. What does this sign say? Okay. Yes, I'm gonna look at the poll. Unfortunately, we don't have Jake Carroll here to rig it. Where I will obnoxiously share the stream to other places. That's how you do it, right? And you can look at the pause menu. I'll play some music. Let's lock in. Yeah, I think that's the only place I really need to send it. Yeah. We're chill. I'm back. Alternatively, whilst we wait for democracy, you know, the problem with democracy, chat, is democracy takes time. That's the only thing wrong. Is it okay? Not anything else. Otherwise, definitely a perfect system. I was thinking we could heal our tools at the end of it. Yes. Let's go to the end. Welcome to hell. 5-star reviews are not allowed here. I really am tempted to reset the nether completely and like redo like the nether hub. I don't like democracy because it doesn't always do what I want it to. Yeah, exactly. That is another critique. Oh, there's a sniffer and enderpearls from the end. Oh, here's another work. I have so many boards. Finish jungle quest episode 3. Build lighthouse. Yeah. None of that's getting done. Iron farm is actually done. So is the sugarcane farm, and so is the creeper farm, actually. Damn. I've done something, chat. Okay, this song is getting very repetitive. They can shut up. Let's plot these signs in my sorting system, and then we'll go over to the enchanting area. I'll check the output barrel for anything. Okay, an ender pearl. We can keep that. It's a little treasure. I'm tempted to sort my inventory before we go over the void. Yeah. Okay, what do we want up here? Frostbite? Sure. That. Anything else? I'm not too concerned about those, to be honest. It'll be fine. Oh, thank God, Botrix is here. Botrix turns up later and later. And every time I forget I need to disable Botrix. Because Botrix exists from like a plugin from a while ago when I was trying to do multi-streaming across Twitch and YouTube. But yeah, Botrix is the... He turns up. Am I gendering a fucking robot? Yes. Ignore that. Ah, god damn it. I pull my sword away. We'll use the spear. And I will turn off the sound. I may be obnoxious, but I'm not that obnoxious. Okay. Let's get a spear out. We just go like this. And it's like very anticlimactic. Climactic. I don't know why I'm struggling with English so much today. It is the only language I speak. Okay, I might need to get the sword out, because, yeah, that didn't really work, did it? Boom. I need to make another sharpness sword, but spite will do. Because, fun fact, I really struggle with burnout, so all the projects in this world are powered by spite. If I'm gonna get anything done, it's not from a healthy place, but it works. And what can I say? You're welcome. I love the Java sounds of like punch. Just a bit dramatic. And I can appreciate some drama. Let's put the chest plate on so they don't, you know, yeet me off the void. So chat, how's your favorite day going? Because today is your favorite day, I've decided. Yeah. Will very slay? I hope so. I've very much not been playing the craft as of late. That's a lie. I have technically been. I've not been playing the craft with sustenance or enjoyance though lately. Which makes me a great streamer for it, I reckon. Nah, it's my duty. Got to stream the craft occasionally. No, it's like hitting my head against a fucking rock wall of being like, you will love this game. You will love this game again. Get past the burnout. Get past the burnout. Just fucking hit your head over a cliff and a cliff again. That's not medical advice, but I'm certainly trying it for myself. I think me bashing my head against a cliff explains a lot, if we're being honest. Okay, I need to stop fixating on certain things and get this XP. I love Java offhand. Beautiful, beautiful Java. Mm. Ba -da 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 -da. We are healing pickaxes, because why not? This is the most exciting thing I've done on stream yet of 2026. Wait, is this the first stream of 2026? No, I think it was another. No, we streamed the other day. I'm gonna say, gotta have that marketing. Be like, first Jardon stream of 2026. Hmm. I will do something. That is certainly true. You are very much a Cliff supporter. It's up to the poll. To be fair, I think the poll's stuck on 50%, so I might have to get an audience chat so these polls are actually effective. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. But any suggestions? Like, do I just start threatening people to show up, or actually be entertaining? Um, I agree. It's still 2023 right now. You can go back to 2020. I don't know if I'd want to go back to 2023, the events of 2023 for me personally, but sure, the year. I think I've just got to start a, I don't know. Let's clear these guys out. I really should set up this farm better to the point where I cut this bridge. Promise to give people money if they show up. I'm not a liar. I'm not giving them any money. You get 10 cents if you show up for 10 minutes of Jardon stream. It's just what, reverse like monetization? Oh god, that would be awful to pay someone to be here. That'd be so sad. That'd be so sad on so many levels. Goodness gracious. Right. Okay, let's put our stuff away. I'll check all the ender pills in here for now, just so we can clear an inventory. We will, of course, dispose them because I have more ender pearls than necessary. I think that's Dasha's pickaxe. Yeah, it is. I'll leave that in the inventory. I'll take it back. Axe. Shovel, shovel, shovel. Another shovel. Sword. Boom. Very good. Yes. Stupid indibles. Right, these are all silk touch, so that should be fine. Okay, dokie. Goodbye, Enderman. Did I leave the end chest there or someone else? I think I did. It's not a multiplayer world, to be fair. Castle layout that we'll get to in like 5 years, okay? 2031, gonna be a great year, chat. Oh god. I'm gonna be old in 2031. Dasha, I always have shit sleep. That's one of my fun personality traits. I did actually. I woke up at like 6 something this morning, and then I went back to sleep. It might have been like 6:57 or something. Still, it was not good. I'm not getting the REM or whatever it is. That's why I'm built this way. I'm amused by the idea of Dasha being like, wow, what a travesty those streamers. Must have had some shit sleep then. No, I don't think that's what you're trying to imply. But you know, it's okay if it is. Well, generally, Jardon streams start off very, very lukewarm, and eventually we get to a point where it's like, well, yeah, it's alright. I guess he said some words. You'll be 30? Oh, you can that's an age. Certainly is. Uh, I think I am just refusing to turn 30. How about that? I'll be a very youthful 34 if my math is good. Damn, what a youthful man. Mm, mm. I would be what? I'm a youngin', obviously. I'd be what, 29, 28? Ugh. I am currently 23 years old. Crazy little fact for you there. I started this shit when I was 19 years old. Barely 19 years old. Um, I was 18, I think. Um, yeah. So that's some fun lore for you. We'll leave these here for future me. Right. I'm gonna be so young and hip when I'm 80. Damn right. That's how you gotta do it. Right. Um, let me just call in some democracy. Uh, no, I don't want to watch my own goddamn stream. Right. Crazy. There we go. You're looking forward to your 40s? I don't know if I want to make it to 40s if I'm being honest, chat. Uh, Out of bullshit every year in this goddamn world. Do we really want to survive to then? I guess that is your choice. Mm. Jardon's Advertax from... Advertax? I swear I'm not a natural English speaker. I'd say native speaker, but it's just not. I am. I suppose. Alright, let's add more junk in the barrels. It's my favorite thing to do. I just want these shulkers obviously full stone to bring to the cliff, which we'll start working on, and hopefully I'll lock the fuck in, and we can respect that. Something about Jardon's democracy is it's probably always rigged to some capacity. Hmm. Okay. We need andesite, stone. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There are the mud side of the cliffs, but we still have a lot of work before we have to worry about those. So let's do that. Yes. Stone. Getting stone tonight. Okay. And the state. I'm an idiot. Boom. Right. That should be enough to get started. Let's fucking do it, eh? I do need to remove this section of the cliff to redo it, like the jungle bit here. As you can see, we have this dirt here, and then we have these actual, like, genuinely okay cliffs. These are pretty solid. They're dripping with dripstone. Of course, we have to connect it to this area, so this terrain kind of slopes up, back to here. Doesn't have to be perfect. No, it does, actually. And then we'll have our lake castle here one day. Let's bring the beds over this side so I don't have to move my frickin' legs all the way over there. Boom. And one day we'll do a big build up here. Yeah. Spoilers for episode 5. Let's go have a look at episode 4 actually, probably. Which I have started recording technically. So in the next episode we're going to be building this, which is pretty nifty, I must say. Look at this thing. Into the mountain. So a big reason why we do actually need to start the mountains is this will be going into it as like a facade. Yeah. I'd ask if there's any rhyme or reason to a random answer. uh, I think there's three things. One, I can't maintain an accent. Two, it's probably the ADHD. I hope you heard me at least throughout my yammering. Okay, stone, we'll put a bit more. Andesite, perfect. There we go. Broad strokes, as Dasha said before. So we're going to connect up to here from here and here from here. I want to focus on the bottom at the first. You know, we love the bottoms in society. Thank you for your work, Rocks. You really built a foundation. Right. I really should have set up a conduit here, like, when I started this project. It would have made this infinitely easier, but too late for that. Obviously, I could get a Nautilus or whatever the fuck they're called. But I'm not really interested in that. And to be fair, with all the enchantments, my breathing is pretty good for a while. The stuff underwater doesn't have to be spectacular, because you're not going to see it unless you have one of those fancy, like, resource packs. Gotta have someone to talk them on, right? Sure, that's definitely what I was implying with the foundation. I can do like a Scottish one, and that's basically it. I can do cat beanie. I think when I inevitably with divergences here, I think I will do a Jardon's introduction where I'm cat beanie, and I'm gonna do like the worst Scottish accent ever, and she's gonna either love it or hate it. That's all I can say. I'm cat beanie, and I have a fucking problem with you, mate. You've been fucking around for too long. Now you're gonna listen to my consequences. To my... ignore the fact that I can't speak words. Yeah. My coherency isn't a commentary on the Scottish, it's a commentary on my inhibitions as a person. Right, let's just go line by line like this. Need to stop floating around. We're not too worried about mixing in andesite here either, okay? How far is this even? Okay, it's not crazy far. I just want to make sure this is connected on both sides, even at like ocean level. Jardon bottoming it. No, I think that's just the Jardon's channel if we're being real. Unfortunately, that's just me as a person. Less and less though every day. I'm a middle. I get in the way. When there's a top and bottom, I'll make sure to ruin their day. That implies that I get into some awful scenarios, so maybe let's not go with that law. Maybe if that amuses you, do. I live in Scotland now, the accents I hear are mostly French or American. Oh. To be fair, New Zealand has quite the influx of Americans in the last year or so. And Canadians, I guess. They are kind of distinct. Well, they absolutely are. So that's been interesting. It is interesting seeing like what places, obviously immigration plays a big part in the world, which is not a bad thing. So, you know, let's not go on a rant about globalism, Jim. But here, we have a lot of Indian and kind of Asian population, mainly Chinese, as well as, of course, European settlers from ye old, which I guess is me, technically. Usually those people are called switches, but you can be a switch on the middle. Okay. Good to know. You can see how educated I am on the love of war. Yeah, that's what it's called. But yeah, it's interesting seeing where demographically, like, populations form. Because obviously America, in theory, is meant to be a hub of different different cultures and people, which I guess it technically still is, but yeah. Isn't that the whole appeal of America, right? I should be careful with what I say, though. Woke bottom Jardons. God. When people leave space. Oh, the microphone muted itself. What the fuck? When did I stop talking? I've been yapping non-stop. God damn it. What was the last thing I said, chat? Did I start talking about Canada and Scotland yet? Or any of it? No, my microphone's very sensitive. If it gets touched slightly on the top, it turns off. Like, it mutes itself. Well, and this microphone keeps falling, so I think that was the problem. But I am always flabbergasted, don't worry. Just after you read Leave Space for Jardon. Unfortunately, I don't have the memory for that. But I was essentially yapping for a while about, like, how ideally I would like to move to Scotland or Canada in the next decade. But certain Americans have been like, no, don't go to Canada, Jardon. Don't go there. You don't want to go there, man. And I'm like, okay. No, I was very amused by the Jesus. By Jesus? In general, sure, we'll go with that. I was amused by the actions of Jesus Christ. Okay. Wrong block. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, Scotland is lovely, but due to weather, I can't get buses or have running water. That does sound not fun. Oh, and of course, I can bring up my DNA. Chat, should I leak the percentages of my DNA on this stream? Let me pull up Ancestry.com. We can find out how white I really am. And spoilers, it's basically 99%. But there's 1% that's a little bit like, whoa. Probably not good history, because the British were doing some freaky stuff at the time. You ready for this? I'm sure you're ready for this. I can't even see chat at the moment, so bear with me. So, first, my predominant region of DNA is Celtic and Gaelic. So I have 72% Central Scotland and Northern Ireland, 3% Munster Island, and then we go over to England. 13% North East England, 7% East Midlands, 4% West Midlands. And you're like, damn, Jen, that's some European. But then we come in with Western and Southern India and Sri Lanka, 1% Gujarat. Crazy plot twist there. Yeah. It used to show me as a much higher Scottish percent. So the thing with Ancestry is they always kind of seem to be updating their testing or something. I don't know. Or like their regions of like DNA. Because the Scotland one used to be like 80 something percent. Which in effect it kind of still really is. It is the predominant thing. Yeah. But yeah, the only thing interesting really about my DNA is the 1% Gujarat. But unfortunately, looking at the generations, that was around 1800s to 1900s. And if you know your history with India and Britain, which a lot of my ancestors were, that begs the question where that DNA came from. Yeah. Gaelic. I'm intrigued. There, that's right. Not only am I a power bottom, I am a gay Jardon Jones. I wish. Unfortunately, I am not. Crazy plot twist. Right, let's build up these thick cliffs. Right. Frickin' stone. Okay, this might not be the prettiest, but, you know, I exist as a person. So, we are dealing what we're dealing with. So today I just plan to put up a lot of these pillars. It shapes the cliff. It makes the section. Not only am I a power bottom, I am a gay. There you go. There's the full quote. Um, and that's why you should vote for me for president of I don't know, some presidency. I don't have a president. I have a freaking prime minister, I guess. But yeah, every 10 or so blocks we'll set these up, and then eventually we'll come back and do these sections. It just makes it so much easier, but also like defines the shape. We're adding curves to Minecraft, okay? It's time to get curvy with Jardon Jardins. Guys, remember, you can build your own curves. And that's okay. And personally, my love life, non-existent. My love life, placing blocks. Uh, I'd vote. Oh God, yeah. Don't let Trump get me. That's not the love life, by the way. Don't have a love life with the ginger man. Not because he's ginger. Many other reasons. I think he's a bit old for me. Definitely the only bad thing about him. Trust me, chat. Okay. Boom. Ah, and we have free cam. Yeah, so we'll keep doing that to there, and all around. And it'll look like we've done something. Trump will steal you and he'll marry you. Is Trump fucking Donkey King? Not. That's not even the fucking name. Is Trump fucking Bowser and I'm like Princess Peach? That shows how much my video game knowledge is definitely there. Or am I just... Yeah. I'm the princess bride that he's always wanted. Ah. Can't wait to do a power bottom Jardin John stream from the White House? Is that what they call it? I believe so. Right. There we go. We can add a bit more of an abscess. That's a word, chat. Ouch. How did I not break my legs there? Mm. Good old Donkey King. Oh, goodness gracious. But yes. One of the things that'll be cool about this year, and I said this the last stream when Cat was here, was I will be on divergence, which means a wandering trader has arrived nearby. Oh shit. Sorry, I no longer I'm gonna speak about the topic. We need to find this guy. Where are you? Are you up here? Ouch. That's a zombie, man. There he, oh, don't do it. No, random fireworks. Don't you do it. You have such a beautiful life left. Okay, I need to make more fireworks, clearly. My god. No. F3B off. Yes. Don't jump. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. You're gonna have a good hermit head. You're gonna have a good hermit head. Ah, oh, finally Cleo. I don't actually have Cleo. Oh, I'll take the python heads as well. And the wood. Thanks for your wood, Mr. Wandering Trader. But you know, I support your actions. Whee! Oh. Okay. Cool. 3 leads. I guess he's not a power bottom like me. Silly Wandering Trader. Okay. We can use this as a junk box temporarily. I didn't kill him. I just assisted him in his endeavors, okay? There's a slight difference. Morally, no. Ethically, definitely not. But he is dead. And that's what counts. Yeah, I really need to go through my stream deck and reset it all because none of these songs work anymore. And that is my fault, but we can accept that that was my fault, but okay, that's the sad chill music. Welcome to depression. How may I help you? There we go. So this is just a fucking straight line up. No, cool. We don't want straight lines in this world because straight lines have no depth. We need curves. It's a curvy world, right, chat? You want the curves. Am I worried about sleeping? To a capacity, I guess. But, yeah. See, building up these pillars of support is great, because I'm like, I've done so much progress today. I placed like 40 blocks, and that's great for me. I never accept depression. There is no straight on the Jardon's YouTube channel, exactly. Only curves here. Okay. We can actually add a little texture in now. Right. I will eat the golden carrot though, as the night is going to be likely a little dangerous. Right your ass, Sully. It's the good thing about Sundays, Harry, my boy. There is no post on Sundays. There is no straight on Sundays. I don't want to be fucking referencing Harry Potter of all things in the Big 26, though. That actually leads me onto the topic of Death of an Author, where I found I fundamentally could not separate the work of a person from them as a person. Unfortunately, I know this is a case for Harry Potter, a lot of people, because unfortunately JK fucking Rowling and her whole fucking, yeah, we don't need to get into that Specifically, I'm sure you guys are more informed than me even on it. Um, hmm. And essentially, it's interesting because Harry Potter was such like an integral thing of like my childhood, which I know for a lot of people was, and a lot of the people, unfortunately, she has extreme bigotry against as in trans people found comfort in that series. It's interesting because a blend of people still seem to be able to, but for me personally, I'm just so disgusted by it. Mm. And like there were signs, like look at her fucking names for like people of other races. Ching Chong Ching Chong. Oh, they must be from China. That's some great writing from J.K. Rowling. Um, yeah, God. And also, as a Percy Jackson like fan as a child, much more than the Harry Potter one. The great thing about Percy Jackson and Harry Potter, which are kind of similar series, is Percy Jackson implements systematic change. Whereas at the end of the Harry Potter, Harry becomes a fucking cop, and that's the end of it. What a story. Mm. No long term solutions to the wizarding world. Just that guy's dead, but the system's the same. I did not expect to start yapping about the systematic problems of fucking Harry Potter. Yeah. But death of an author is a concept that like very much interests me. Hmm. Because like what to is it the same with things like I guess music and I would disagree with YouTubers because generally they are so personal. Hmm. I hope J.K. Rowling has one of those really painful turds today. Me too, actually. Piece of shit. Um, but yeah, no, I always am curious to hear about people's like perspectives because obviously there is a capacity of art that we interact with that obviously we have no notion of what the author is like as an individual. Well, you kind of do through the text. Um, yeah, sorry, I am yammering, absolute yammering. I don't know. It's just a very interesting topic, and obviously J.K. Rowling just became such a public figure, and of course she is consequential in this capacity because she literally has used her power and wealth to advocate against an entire section of people in a really fucked way. Yeah. So one of the things like lately over the last few years, initially I was still very much engaging with that franchise. Um, but now it's just so disgusting to even like think of in some capacity. It's just ruined. Which I guess makes sense. It's still just bizarre. Like the whole, I don't know. Like I get they're not the best books in the world from like an objective standpoint, but you know, they captured an audience for a reason. I think the last time I had any interaction with franchise was Hogwarts Legacy, which was actually it was an alright game. Um, we won't be going for too much longers. We'll probably reach our hour mark and call it a day, as these Jardon streams are often prone to being. Don't meet your heroes, kids. Meet IBX Toy Cat on the streets of Whiterun at 4 a.m. He'll give you a sweet roll. Hmm. Hmm. I think many authors get forgotten, like you know the most popular works of Dostoevsky or Herman Melville. No, not off the top of my head. No, that is true. It's interesting, like the authors that remain in the cultural zeitgeist. Obviously, J.K. Rowling is specifically one because of her unfortunate allegations against trans people, but also one of the first authors to make what over 1 billion with her books. Also, a whole other list of factors. I think a big part plays as well is inspiration. Because with books, there's trends, obviously, and generally the forerunner of those trends has some sort of impact. Tolkien is the biggest one I can think of, or George R. R. Martin, where those names kind of stick around because they're so crucial to a lot of people writing. Not that people can't like revolutionize things. Um, and obviously, we have a lot of classic authors from history that we can come to mind. Obviously, Shakespeare as an author of his playwrights and all that. Mm, 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 yeah. Um, I am familiar with Crime and Punishment, actually. mm. Of course, the whole other section of authors is, I guess, philosophers who have like stuck around as they constantly discuss. Like Aristotle is like the most obvious one. Plato, Nietzsche. I can't say his name properly. Charles Darwin. Obviously, these aren't inherently like authors of books. Well, they are actually. Obviously, Charles Darwin on evolution and things. Um, yeah. I was trying to think of the philosopher. I think John Rawls. I very much did not agree with as a philosopher on his takes. It's an interesting one to look into. Very much. I'm trying to think of a way of generalizing it without just going like Republican. Um, kind of similar ideology to it. Of like private property and all those kind of fun things, which I do not confer with. Yeah. Hmm. Obviously, a big trend at the moment is romantasy, and I think the biggest author I can think of, just off name, is Sarah J. Maas. Even though it's not Fourth Wing, I think is the big one, which is Rebecca Yarros. How do I remember all this shit? Um, but yes, they could be easily forgotten. I think a problem is also systematically a lot of people are reading less and less. Diggin joins in and retracts a message. Um, yeah, I think a lot less reading is happening, and that is due to one, uh, focus. Just with like obviously the way technology has an impact, it's a lot easier to get like instant stimulation from watching a YouTube video, or any like form of social media. So I think reading is done. Also, there has been discrimination when it comes to reading in terms of it has been kind of patriarchy wise. Like reading has become more and more seen as a woman activity to do, which is not something I agree with. And has, because it's supposedly a woman activity, it has become lesser in the eyes of the patriarchy. So it kind of gets more and more shit on like the validity, because there is like an awful cycle of men dominate the spaces, like reading, for example, like initially, and then women come in, which is not a bad thing. I want to make that clear. Like my rambles may be confusing. That is a great thing. Then women come in and more, and they're like, oh, now it's ruined. No more horses. That's a very like simplified way of talking about. There are still systematic struggles, essentially. Um, yeah, that's my point, I guess. Where reading is looked more and more down on because the gender it's associated with. There is some truth to that. I would recommend looking into that because it is horrific. Mm, yeah. And hello, digging truths. Um, but yeah, my overall point was there. I think less people read. Um, Stereotypically, males only read like, oh, self-help books, how to become an alpha man. That's not true for all men, obviously. Um, how to become Andrew Tate V3. Um, I don't think that's true. I really hope that's not true. Um, but yes, less and less texts are read, so it makes sense more and more are forgotten. And also just the way culture seems to move on with like how quick things, trends and stuff, dissipate. Um, yeah. Well, like a specific example actually of like women being shit on in books is like, oh, they only read their like romancy and smart because that's all their simple brains can comprehend. I should say these are not my personal opinions. I have just watched a lot of video essays about the topic, which maybe is not the best way to be educated on something, but like there is some truth to like people being discriminated on for what they read. Reading is great, unless you're reading. At least your reading is good in principle. And certainly, I would. US women are terrible, not us women are terrible. Um, Regardless, no. Um, I don't think it's spicy. I think I'm just bad at conveying my point. Um, which is unfortunately there's still a lot of prejudice in the world. That's it. Crazy. Patriarchy isn't gone, unfortunately, because I single-handedly keep it alive. Um, it's my fault. Sorry about that, chat. Mm, yeah. Do you know the most underappreciated author of all time? IVX Toy Cat. Toy Cat has actually released books on Amazon if you can look into it. I've not purchased any books. What an underappreciated author though. Okay. Yeah. In today's stream we have learnt that I am what? I don't even know if I want to repeat said things I said earlier in the stream. Um Can I get back on this rock? Let's see. Yes. Very good. Cat Beanie is a published author of Smart. And of course she is. That's great for Cat. Mm. I'm I am Facebook friends with Cat, so I swear I saw something about a book a while ago. Mm. It's always the same rhetoric. Fantasy is mature, romance is frivolous, smart is unserious, detectives. Yeah. Oh yeah. Uh, well, a whole topic in itself is it intellectualism? Is it called? Or de-intellectualism, where like books are more and more seen as like less trusted sources, so people can rely on like a podcast or what John Boris. Yep, we made Boris Johnson John Borison. John Borison says this, and all I need is that sentence to agree with him. Is it intellectualism as a issue? I don't know. Anti-election. Clearly, I do not have the intellect. Um, Obviously there is an institutional problem where universities and a lot of places of education, science is seen in less trustworthy as in a certain sphere of the cultural zeitgeist. Mm. Uh, yeah. Don't get me started about woke Doctor Who. God, Doctor Who. What? It always amuses me people nowadays being like, God, Doctor Who is woke. Doctor Who's always been fucking woke. Um, to some capacity. My God. Mm-hmm. But yes, welcome back to a Jardon stream. Jardon's the middle. I will not elaborate. The middle, or the switcher apparently, will ramble you to death. And what a fun time that is. So what? The dirt gets up here. Okay, so that's meant to what? Connect down. I am confused. Okay, so that's meant to connect there. I see. Okay. Hmm. Right. Don't mind me, chat. I'm trying to figure out past Jardon's antics of like where the cliffs, because there's several layers to it. Obviously, we have this foundation layer, and then we have this raisy bit, which I guess can slope back down here around. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. And obviously, it needs to connect from there to there. Yes. We got some dirt? No, not really. That's fine. The cliff is growing spikes. And you know what? I accept the cliff for what it is. Let's park. Oh, that's not parkour. That's fucking hole in your face floor. Chat. Just look away for a minute. I'll tell you when you can look. Okay, you can look. God. Now we're chilling, chat. I'm trying to think of words. How work of you to accept the cliff for what it is? God. Fucking. What amuses me, woke essentially means to right. Etymology wise, I could be wrong about this. Essentially, it means to be open and aware. I think that's the general vibe of it. Hmm. Oh, the divergence law. I think in the canon. Oh God. I didn't know how much I wanted to say to the divergence about like the drama at the time. Obviously, I was just a sideline, but the two people I was associated with, obviously, I'm Xavier is one of my closest friends. Oh God, but the other person, who is not here, thank God. Oh yeah, season 3, Jardon John's just fucked off somewhere into like a cave. That's the law. You just find him in a cave. Yeah. I was just a little creep in a cave. Um. uh, I don't like the framing of drama either. Like I had some personal drama with these people, but some of it was just drama is trivial. I don't know. Some of it was just stupidity. Okay, chat. Hmm. Yeah. We'll build a connection from here. You want Jun spills the tea. Okay. I'm comfortable spilling it to some capacity on its streams. Yeah. Jardon's cave. Forget Plato's cave. Welcome to my cave. What year was it when I know 2023 was when I popped through my goofy presentation. It would have been 2024. So for context, yeah, let's do a quick TLR of Jardon Jones 24, without giving too much real life away. So, it's 2024. I've just moved back from Auckland, which is the big city in New Zealand, which I hated. I was there for a year. The other person, the person, let's refer to them as that, also lived there. I only saw them once. Once in person, which was certainly a thing. And yeah, So I'd moved back from there with another person I had some form of connection with. Um, let's say situationship that went really, really awry. During that time, this other person started, I guess, love bombing me would be the word to a severe degree. Meanwhile, I was trying to join Divergence. I think was it season 2 at the time? Yeah, I think so. And we had the whole plan because if we look at Fawn Feather, because I made like a trailer, and then there was the whole spiel between Xavier, that person, uh, and obviously Kat and the rest of you with a certain slur. Um, that is still something I mean Xavier extremely disagree over, but I'll try not bring Xavier into this as a a friend as a yeah. So I was going through essentially not a breakup, but kind of. Um and this individual very much tried to take advantage of that to a concerning degree, and they tried many things there, and that scared me off so badly. So that's what I was dealing with during that. Hence I kind of fucking went AWOL from like the internet in general, because my god, that was a fucking situation to deal with. For the longest time I told myself, when it came to relationships, haha, I have no standards. It turns out I do. And I learned that the hard way. I guess that's as much as I can say on the internet without, yeah. Is that some fun theory crafting for you there of what happened? Obviously there was no beef between me and the Divergents. I think I talked to Kat directly at the time, being like, "Hey, I don't agree with this shit either, but I was so tied to them, unfortunately." Um, yeah. And then also, God, I was working in a bakery at the time, so I was up at like 4 a.m. every day. Um, that was a rough start to a year. So hopefully 2026, whoa, you get me, Jardon's professional power bottom. Hmm. Yeah. Um, that's true. Essentially, yeah. I learned the hard way that it is very hard for some people to take rejection. Um, and this, I won't get into much more drama of it. When I tried to cut this person out of my life completely, that did not go well for me either. But yeah, um, I won't get into the nitty gritty of it. But yeah, fucking Christ, I became a villain in their eyes. Which, you know what, that's sometimes getting rid of people in your life at the expense of being perceived as like the worst person ever. That's all right with me. Hmm. Um, I think I can learn to live with that. But yes, I'm very excited for the Divergence. I'm going to be just a nuisance to Silly, obviously. Just you. I'll be lovely to everyone else. Hmm. I do actually remember one of the only like Divergent things I engaged with at the time, which I loved doing, was Warden Ball. That was very fun. I remember being on a team with like Cat, that person, and someone else. I know Diggin was on the other team. I remember that much. That was very fun. Um, yeah. So it'd be nice to be on a place where I'm not so lonely, because you see, all I have here is my cliffs. Uh, but yes. Otherwise, I have done so much study in my life, chat. Too much. too much. I'm so much debt. I've still got years of university to go. For better or for worse. I enjoy it. Right. Look at this formation. I actually do want to keep playing. But I think I'm going to do a few more pillars on the cliff, and we're going to leave the cliff for a day. We'll keep streaming for a bit more. Much to the dismay of Dasha's sleep schedule. But please, you are free to leave at any time. You're not a hostage. I wouldn't do that to you. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. I actually want to go to a trial chamber. Because I need enchantments. I need Windburst. A lot of it. Because I want to make a mace arena. Themed around the Dasha, eventually. Because Dasha likes hitting things with hammer. Yeah. Not dead yet. I ain't leaving. You can't get rid of my lot easy. Right, it's time for trial chamber time. So we're gonna put this shit away. Yes, that's something you guys would definitely do. Right. I can be many things. I'm bitchless, modless, and rodless. I don't have a fishing rod on me, you see? And let's jump. Okay. I don't think I have a cartographer, which is easy enough to sort, because there are villagers running around in here. I might need to garner some emerald blocks, though. Because my cartographer in Bedrock is long gone. Hello, villagers. Let's get some emeralds from them quickly, and then we'll set up a cartographer. There should be some... There theoretically should be pumpkin and melons here for trading, but there's not. This is the... I have been starting to mine the space for the brothel. As we talked about in not too long ago with the stream. This will be the next episode of the Let's Play. Yeah, not modless yet. You can see it's the Dasha there. These creeps watching. But yeah. Spoilers, I dug a fucking hole. Crazy. Can't believe I did that. Let's get some emeralds from the end. Or see if one of the old trial chamber maps work. Yes. I doubt they will, because my chunks and stuff, my chunks have been reset. Let's go handle that. This is Larry. He's a cunt. Look at him. Where is our music? Wrong way. Can't wait to die in a trial chamber chat when I do something inevitably stupid. We'll make some fireworks whilst we're in the end as well. I'm not going to use chunk base if there's actually a way in the game to get what I want. I can see the need for chunk base, but when there's like an actual like system in the game, which is actually okay, I'm going to use that. Right. We need emeralds, which I am broken again, even though I have plenty of stuff to trade. Need to work on getting rich again. Okay, what do we need besides that? I should have a cartography table on me, to be fair. but I will look in here just in case. Eh. I see. People love their seeds. People love spreading the seed too. Right, gunpowder. Well, make grease. Get some paper. Do you like the murals, chat? They're pretty cool. Ooh. Right, paper. Boom. Firework. I sure hope it does. Crazy joke. I think that's all we need from the end. Maybe some artillery? Nah. I've got a bed and a dream. I'm pretty sure I carry Bad Omen around with me. Just naturally. Oh, that's a sad life. I'm pretty sure I have it in the ender chest. Flower box, plant box, bucket. Where's the potion box? Yeah, we've got the Bad Omen in there, and we've also got ammo box for arrows there. See, boom, and weapons. We're good. We are good. And we don't need all these freaking fireworks at the moment. We'll keep 2 stacks. Boom. Finally happy to get another fucking hermit head. It's been so long. It has been so long. Right, let's go set up. Oh, okay, that's fine. Wait, do I need to give them a compass to get a trail chamber map? I hope not. I guess we'll find out the hard way. We'll go into the brothel, which is this fun little lucrative tunnel here. Look at this. Oh, that's not good. Can't be hurting us back from carrying the stream, Dasha. No. Mr. Jardon, that's not good. Why have I got rid of my cartography tables? That is rude. Luckily, they're really easy to craft. I just need to go upstairs and get some sugarcane. I'll be back, you silly villagers. Watch me not get through a door. What do you think of these, tunnels? I was about to say a prefix before it, but I don't think that would be a nice thing to say on stream. The Sudoku tunnels. No, that's worse. We need paper. Yes. Back down we go. I need to add a pimp into this brothel, right? That's how it works. Is that how it works? I don't think it's... I think I'm thinking of worse things than a brothel. I'm being honest, chat. Cool. The villagers are asleep. That gives us time to set up. You learned that the hard way, unfortunately. Yeah, no, that is hard, though, to be fair. Oh, I need to keep my own exercise up. Right. Let's sleep. Yeah, we probably won't be going too far into, like, a trial chamber. I'll probably, like, get there, hit a few mobs, and call it a day. We have went 14 minutes longer than I thought we would, to be fair. So, you know, that's a win. One of you, become my map man. I can see it in your eyes. You want to do it. Yeah. Whoa. That's my face. You are expensive, aren't you? Oh, well. Okay. It's level 3, right? Thanks for the discount, buddy. We do need a compass. Luckily, I have the materials, I believe. We should have some redstone in here. Beautiful. We do. And we should have iron in one of these boxes as well. Yeah. Right. Boom. We got some compasses. Why are you're so hard? You just have a monocle. That's all that's different about you, really, man? Not to judge. I'm gonna go get some sugarcane from my sugarcane farm just so I can easily give a bunch to him. At this rate, we're just gonna get the map and put it. Oh, fucking Jardon. Right. We need the song, chat. That one doesn't work. That one doesn't work. That one doesn't work. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, I don't want that. Why does this one work? Of all the songs to work. Okay, let's go get some sugarcane. Why? Why does this one still work? God damn it. Me too, silly. Me too. Alright, let's go down. Cool. What a song. Okay, let's leave the maps. Alright, that should give us enough to trade with this guy. Oh, fuck that, Diggin. Good luck. I was struggling enough with like nearly 30 yesterday. I was dying. Fuck 40. I could not survive that. I would just simply fall on the ground and melt. Or more so turn into ash. Right, Mr. Cartographer. Are you over here? Well, that's pretty lame of you, buddy. I guess we can... Yet again, pretty freaking lame. I guess we could trade for one of these. I don't want your freaking Plains Villager maps, you disgrace. Right, why don't you... Yeah, good lad. Okay, there we go. That's all we need. We did it. What a fucking waste. I mean, thank you. We can pot the extra shit in here. Of course, I'd spare compasses in here. Freaking idiot. I mean, good job, guys. Boom. Yes, paper is treasure. Treasure? Yes. Oh, interesting. It does really go row by row. Let's go to a trial chamber then. Okay. Goodbye, Mr. Monocle Man. There's a cat. We love seeing a cat. Good. Right, we'll reach the trial chamber, activate a spawner, call it a day. And hopefully not die. It'll be pretty funny. Right, let's open the map. Okay. Watch me be a boomer. The one thing I really do miss is those good bedrock maps that had arrows. Java, unfortunately, does not. Well, to be fair, bedrock doesn't do that anymore either. And like, yes, they become intuitive enough after you do it a while, but my eyes are so shit that I just can't see. I literally went around in a circle. My eyes are so bad, I can't tell if it's getting smaller or bigger. I've got a shulker box of golden carrots, don't worry. And also the trial chamber gives you a lot of fucking food anyway as well. Chat, is that getting bigger or smaller? I honestly don't know. Okay. Is it that away? Because clearly we went the right way here. I think that's getting smaller? I genuinely don't know. My eyesight is too shit. I don't want to fly 1,000 blocks this way. God, I hate it. This is one of those stupid fucking things. Bedrock actually had it right. Okay, here we go. This map's gonna be so fucked. Yeah. We can actually confirm if there's a trial chamber. I just want to make sure that it's not like a corruption issue with these chunks. We can have a little cheeky look, and we can confirm that there is a trial chamber down there. And not just a pretty one with a dungeon even. That's pretty big. Cheaty fly cam for the win. Hello. You're so cute, dog. Right. Hello, Spooder. I guess we can dig down from here. Might as well get some torches. We'll set up a little thing before we go into the trial chamber. Don't worry. Like, yeah. So I want to go eat food. That would be a good start to the day. That's not a good start to the day. Oopsie. Come in my hole. No. That's very much not the greatest wording of all time. Oh, fuck it. We'll dig straight down. Oh, fuck it. What? Boom. Bong. Oh god. Okay. Okay. No. Let me set up a home first. I'm not that worried, like, to the point that I have to, like, place my bed. Well, I do need to place it, but... Hello? Oh, well, we can literally just do this. It can't be unsaid. Yeah, that is true. Fuckers. Right, we can put away a few things. We don't need the elytra out, for example. Okay, why are these actually filled? Why have I actually done my job and filled these goddamn shulker boxes? God damn it, past me. You're not meant to be useful. We can set up a little storage room in here, to be fair, if need be. We don't need... torches might be worth having. Fireworks, trident we do not need, or the elytra. And we can probably get some weaponry. Worth having a oh, we might as well have fun with a mace. Oh, and the spear. The spear. And food. And potion, of course. Yes. We'll carry a stack and a half. Where is the max one? 3, 4. Is it 4? No, it's 5. Okay, cool. And junk chambers. Yep, that's true. Okay, we should be good, right? Am I forgetting anything? A horn? Oh, arrows. To be fair, I'm sure the chamber will give me enough. Okay. I am in spear without these. You appear. You appear to be a peer. Yeah. Here, yeah. Okay. We can have a shield if we need it. Potion, torch. Sure. It's time to go to fucking war. Actually, let me turn on the battle music. Where are they? Hello? Oh god. Oh god. I have fallen off quite badly. Why are there so many of you? Let me use your own momentum against you. Okay, that's not the strat, chat. Get out of here with your poisonous arrows, frickin' trick. Why are they soy jack? I forgot about that. Gross. Let's get some momentum in here. What's in here? Arrows? Of course, I have a smite sword. No wonder they're dying so easily. Trying to get away back. Oh, well, that's not. No, that's my safe space, you freak. Okay, breezy. Come back at me, I dare you. Okay, that was a joke. That was a freaking joke. Where are my golden carrots? Gross. Hit me up again. Hit me up again, please. Hit me. Okay, stop hitting me so I can bonk you. Guys, this is pathetic on my end, I will say. Get out of here. Alright, let's actually just kill them. Okay, time to lock in. Thank you. That's a lot of spawners to be here. Thanks for the potions. What is this room? I don't think I've seen one like this before. Maybe I have, I'm just being blind. The music's over, thank god. I was so disappointed when Christmas didn't play whilst you just played other trial chambers. It was quite sad. Right, you fucks. Where are you? Okay, you. Okay, I think that's it, right? No, and you. Right, let's go get our items before they despawn. Okay, clearly there's still like one around. I was just drinking to get rid of the potion in my inventory. So I can stack the bottles. That's literally it. Okay. No keys, really? Okay, so there's still someone down here. Show yourself. Where are you, buddy, old pal? I'm just ingesting liquids for space. Oh, there you are. Hello. Oh, you're camp. You want to go to my room, you freak? This guy wants the hole. I hate it when they just want the hole. Do you agree, chat? I think you do. Okay. Well, I think it's a mission successful for the stream where we got no keys. I think that's not a success, Jen. But we'll certainly call it one. Because I'm at my limit of the craft today. 91 minutes? Hey, not the worst. So, thank you for those who have showed up to watch me do very silly things. Not to do silly. My god, I need to be careful with my words. But yes, it was a stream. Yes, good, enjoy. My hole does seem to be pretty popular, unfortunately. But I'm going to go back into the ether. I'll probably stream in the next few days. Maybe. We'll see. Goodbye now. Sleep well.